Mija. Hey, baby. This is a weigh-in Wednesday. I was weighing in on Mondays, and then I was like, this is kind of silly because weigh-in Wednesday is always what I've done. So I'm gonna do my weigh-ins on Wednesday. I like to be a part of that, like culture. This is a life slash vlogging type of channel. Weight loss definitely centric. Or weight loss and health, because hopefully when I lose the weight this time, it'll just be a health channel, not whatever, and we won't be redoing this anytime ever again. There you go. But anyway, so weigh-in Wednesday, and the weigh-in is absolutely uneventful. I told you guys what I weighed on February 1st, because that was my final weigh-in for January, and I haven't lost any weight. I have actually been down to the 0.2, exactly the same, 223.2. So it has been the same. It's kind of weird. Definitely, there's no real food reason why it should be staying exactly the same, but I am definitely having a lot of body pain. I would say more now than I have in in a couple of weeks or so. So I think that there's probably inflammation and swelling in the body. I don't know. Amber says she sees a difference in my shape, which is great. I can definitely tell a difference in my clothes. This is a medium-sized shirt, and it fits well. And then it's a medium, like average t-shirt. It's not like a women's cut small shirt or anything. I'm just saying it's a medium and it fits fine. My jeans are definitely looser and fit comfortably out of the dryer and are falling off by the end of the day. So that's all, things that are happening. But other than that, this is a weight loss Wednesday with kind of nothing to say. I did experience my absolute worst fast this week, and it actually was the fast that ended today. Yesterday, I'm babysitting a friend of mine's animal, and I am allergic to it, so I am messed up every time I go and fool with it. But anyway, I'm babysitting it until Saturday. And yesterday she was dropping it off, and his name is Groot. She was dropping off Groot, and I was like, she was supposed to be here around 2 to 3. So I opened my window at 2, had my coffee, ate my first meal, kind of had a snack there, and then she showed up around 5. And my window was closing at like 5:45 or whatever. So I was like getting all the instructions and learning how to take care of them and making sure I had everything down. And the next thing I know, my window was closing. And I was like, well, that, was poor planning on my part or whatever. I wasn't really paying attention. So that's me. And I'm going to go ahead and take the L, and gave Amber my dinner, which was the rest of the artichoke, which was amazing. And yeah, so that's what happened with that. It set me up to be like mentally completely effed, because I was like, I don't know. For me, it is a mental game. Like, you know what you're doing. And I told you guys that I'm very conscious of ending my window on meals that fill me up and set me up well for the next 24 hours. And that just did not happen. And not only did it not happen, but I didn't know it wasn't going to happen until the last minute. And it kind of spiraled me. And I was hungry. And that was kind of weird, because given that I fast for 20 hours, you would think that hungry is something that I feel often. And it really isn't. Right around the 20, like I told you, like if you watched any of the videos, like I don't really eat in the mornings, so I don't wake up and feel hungry. Generally, I break my fast right around the time where I would feel hungry, which is about 1:30 to 2:30 in the afternoon. So, and then I guess because I am eating the nutrient dense and having the fats, I feel satiated for the next 20 hours. By the time I might start to get hungry, or it's late at night and I'm like, ooh, I'd love a snack right now, it's actually bedtime, or really not a time you should be eating anyway. So it kind of works out. And I gotta say that yesterday made me realize, like yesterday and today made me realize that like I have not felt hungry. I have felt really good. When it's time to eat at the 20-hour mark, I do feel ready to eat, but it's not like hunger. And when I have pushed my window back to do like the banquet or to go out or something, I guess because I am mentally prepared for it, I don't feel hungry. It's kind of weird. So, I feel really good, but I did feel hungry, and obviously that's because I didn't have my dinner. So that evening, I was like agitated and kind of grumpy, but it was more of a mental hunger at that point. But I will say that by today, I was like, I don't know, this might just all be mental. I might not really be that hungry. And then when it came time to eat, I felt myself wanting to overeat. Like I had my meal that always satisfies me and I was still hungry. And I had some healthy snacks and I was still hungry. So I think that like that wasn't actually being still hungry as in I haven't eaten enough. I think it was like I actually was hungry, even though I kept saying it's not physical hunger, it's more mental. I think it actually was physical hunger as well. But anyway, so it was really the hardest one. This was definitely the first time that I was watching as my fast ended, like so I could take a bite. I was definitely like just I was irritable and upset and I was mad at myself for not catching that and fixing it with enough time. So anyway, hardest fast ever came today. And I will not lie, I have to say that that fast is made harder by the fact that I haven't had any movement on the scale since Saturday. Because obviously, as the scale moves, as the scale goes down, your willpower goes up. You're like, this is working and it's doing so great. I am not about to throw out the idea that I have lost 17 pounds. That makes me really happy. And it's obviously a good thing to like, I know what I'm doing is working. It's just this hard day coming right at the place where there's a bump or a plateau. It just kind of was like, oh, this is stupid, and I just want to eat food. So it probably doesn't help at all that as I am deciding to move more towards a completely keto lifestyle, I have been watching like keto cooking videos, and that's not because I'm like obsessed with food, but because I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna go more towards that lifestyle, then I clearly need to be ready when I'm grocery shopping and stuff. So that is definitely where I've been. And I was like, I can't watch these videos. I'm too freaking angry and I guess hangry. So anyway, yeah, so there's my weigh-in. It's a bunch of nothing right now. That's okay. We'll be better soon, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we're gonna stick to it. I definitely feel better overall. I feel better, even with the body pain that I am experiencing, which is pretty bad. Like last night, it was just moving and like, oh, it was just this ache, and that can really wear you down so much. It was last night and the night before. I was just like, what is happening? And I know that it's a lot of stress, and that even though sleep is one of my big objectives this month, my sleep has been thrown off by some outside factors, like Amber's work schedule and stuff. So it's just kind of like, oh, rough. Anyway, so anyway, wrapping up the weigh-in Wednesday. If you want to stop, if you were only here for that, there you go. It was a week, okay? I do want to bring up something else. It is weight loss related-ish, kind of. Okay, so I arguably have not been a part of the YouTube world in any like regular way for a couple of years, quite a few years. And again, my like community, all of the people that I watched are not really making videos anymore. A lot of them, thankfully, I am still friends with on other platforms and I do actually interact with, so that's good. But they don't really make videos. A lot of the people I watched aren't really making videos, and the people who are in my circle, not really making videos. So I've been kind of looking around to try to find more people. And it feels like YouTube has really changed a lot. Like there's a lot of like production, which is awesome, but not so much just face-to-face vlogging. And there's also like, I don't know, like it's weird. It's just a strange world, and I'm navigating it. And I've found some new people, and I'm excited. But like I also found, I don't even know if I should say this name, but like Amberlynn Reid. Like I was like, who is Amberlynn Reid? And I have to say, now I'm new. I haven't actually, I think I've watched like maybe 5 minutes of her videos. I found her through a reaction channel that I love because I love him. I think he's funny and I think that he's on the point, like on point often. But I was watching him and I was like, who is this girl? And it's kind of, I'm conflicted. And obviously, I just told you I've only watched like 5 minutes of her videos, so I'm gonna look into it further. But I find that she must be she's very polarizing. Obviously, people either love her and are really in her corner or kind of like done and over it. But all I could think was, does anybody remember when like Miley Cyrus was kind of, okay, Miley Cyrus, I think this also, a lot of them, the Disney stars, when they get to like that age where they're no longer a Disney star, and so they start like letting you know by the clothes that they wear and the actions that they take, right? And like, I think for a long time, Miley Cyrus was doing this like, kind of face and like bending over and twerking a lot. And I remember that like the world had like such a reaction to that. She was very polarizing. People did not like it, right? And I was thinking of when I was roughly that age, an older teenager, young adult, and like my friend and I, we always talk about this one particular night. There were many nights, but this one particular night, we had been drinking, underage, it's not okay. And we actually went back to the apartment of a friend of ours and we did a photo shoot. Okay. And it was just me and my friend, and we were feeling like cute or whatever. And like, I used to be like, oh my God, do I look okay? And she'd be like, oh my God, you're so fuckable. And I'd be like, oh my God, really? Like, let's take pictures. Like, if I look that cute, let's do it. Right. So, like, that's what we were doing. And we took a bunch of pictures. And those photos have never been developed. We can't even find them. We don't know where the roll of film is. And we've talked often, like, oh, thank God, But as our children have grown up and have the internet and digital photos exist, and like you don't have to get them developed, and like, it's been like, thank God this shit wasn't around when we were that age. Thank God. Like, and so I'm tying that in because like when Miley Cyrus was acting like a crazy person, trying to let you know she was growing up, everybody was having a reaction, and I kind of was like, you know what? If I had $1 million, if I had millions of dollars, and I had cameras following my every move, God only knows what that section of my life would have looked. I mean, I can tell you it was a train wreck, but it was probably a slow motion, terribly styled. No, I had good style. I was cute, but I'm just saying, like, it was just, that's not something I needed documented in any great detail. You know what I mean? And I kind of almost feel like that about Amberlynn Reid, because there's a lot that she says that resonates with me and resonates with my journey. There's a lot of like her meal plans changing and her shifting ideas of food and her like everything. I find it quite normal. And I know that people talk about a cycle, but like I really do find it quite normal. Now, if she's doing it to troll people, then obviously that's no good. But I think that when you have a complicated relationship with food, you absolutely, like, I don't know how to say it, but like, it's like one day things are so clear and you know what you're supposed to do and you know what you need to do. And then other days, it's hard to navigate that because the other voices come in and you can kind of justify anything with yourself. And I don't know that you really know you're doing it for a while. I mean, I am 39. Oh my God, I just put that out there. But I'm 39. And I started this journey when I was 29. And I think that even just those 10 years have been such a learning curve. And I lost a whole lot of weight and I gained a bunch of weight back. And losing the weight, I can tell you, I did not do it in the most, I was trying to be healthy, but it really wasn't the most healthy way. It was just new disordered eating. But gaining it back was a mixture of like lying to myself, even though I never wanted to gain the weight back and I never wanted to have to do it again. Like, and I would never have purposely lied to myself, but it was a mixture of lying to myself and health things happening. And then obviously you know, the last couple of years have been extremely stressful and life has been happening and I didn't even give a shit. Like I like literally, I mean, I give a shit now and I'm like, I can't believe that I stopped giving a shit. But like the reality is that like, I didn't give a shit. Like you can't, I couldn't care, could not care less. Like truthfully, after my brother died, I could not care less. There's like nothing mattered. Like who the fuck cares? You know? Okay. I didn't even get really dressed. Like I didn't even wear like real pants for a long fucking time. Like period. So I think that like, but even the weight that I gained between the move and like, so we moved and my brother died and like, it's just been rough, like for a while. Even the weight that I gained after that, if I had not already been where I was, I wouldn't be as big as I am now. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I don't know, like I feel really conflicted and I feel really like, I don't know. Is it better to step away and go through those struggles on your own? Is it better to do it like all where you're feeling therapeutic on the camera? I know that I had a bunch of starts. Hey guys, I'm doing this. Hey guys. And it really was kind of weird and like, then I would not, you know, and then I'd come back. But I guess that's the one difference is I wasn't here every day, changing my mind every day, but like I would come, make some videos and then shit would just happen. And I have to say that it does feel different now. It is a very different situation. I have been on my new plan for over a month and I'm feeling really good with it or whatever, but during those times when I was really confused and kind of spinning my wheels, I feel like I said a lot of the things that she says, and I did a lot of the things that she does. So it's kind of like, are we judging too harshly? Is she not just being human on a platform where being human is what you do in front of your audience or whatever? I don't know, but I'm going to dive more into it. I figure I'll look more. I'll probably have a lot of opinions that I'm not necessarily entitled to, but everybody gets an opinion, right? So I don't know. I'm going to look into it. I'm intrigued, strangely, and I plan on researching it a little more. Maybe we'll have more conversations. If you understand it more than I do, or if you know like where I can find the history of it, I would love it. So just clue me in. And as always, thank you for joining me. Oh, making me look like crazy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being on this journey with me. I hope that you've liked and subscribed. And if you haven't, if you would now, I would love that. And I can't wait to meet everybody. So if you're not subscribed and you are making videos, let me know you're making videos. Let's follow each other. Let's do this together. All right, guys. Till later. I will see you then.